Hello, everybody. Did I accidentally schedule this for 4 a.m. again? It looks like I did. Oh, my goodness. I might have done. Anyway, it's 4 p.m. now, and here we are. And, well, here we are. I guess that's all I can say. Gosh, did I really schedule it for 4 a.m.? Oops. Hey, Leanne.
How are you?
I'm good. We're just waiting for more people to show up. It looks like I accidentally scheduled this for 4 a.m. instead of 4 p.m.
Doggone. We're late.
Yeah, exactly. I did that once before, and then I went online at 4 a.m. Because I was awake, and somebody messaged me and asked me about it, and I thought, why not? And I had a good time. But here we are. It's a normal Friday afternoon here. So, how's your day going?
Well, it's gone pretty good. Pretty good.
So, yeah, I saw your live earlier.
Mm.
I was in and out because I was taking care of various things. But yeah, yeah. So, looks like we have one person in the room, and I think that might be you. I don't know. But okay, now there are two people. So yeah. So apparently, I guess that's the story. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Me too.
Exactly.
It's just been one heck of a month and a half, I guess, and it's with everything that has went on and everything that put me in such a tizzy and
Well, yeah, you were sick, and didn't you say your husband was sick also?
well, he had a really bad kidney stone. Yeah,
Ooh,
he got it out. They got it out.
I've never had that, but I've heard it's very painful.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
right to his knees.
yeah, hey, Connie.
Hi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've been fortunate. I've been sniffling a lot with allergies.
Yeah, my
But
son has been doing that too.
so yeah, I well, I often say I'm allergic to North Carolina, I think. But
Well, that's possible too.
uh, well, actually, do you know a couple of weeks ago when I went up to the mountains,
Mhm.
there were a whole different set of allergens there, and oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh, I was sniffling and sneezing and coughing and wheezing and um it still didn't keep me from having a good time though.
Yeah.
Margaret is hanging out with us while she works.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and Angela's here too. Hi.
Angela. Yay.
Yay. Oh. I keep hearing dinging. Is that on your
That's
side
me.
or okay?
It's my stupid email that I thought I had it muted, but apparently I don't have it muted. It's on my computer.
Oh, it's not a big deal.
I don't know how to mute it. I mean,
Well, then don't worry about it.
no, it doesn't. It makes me I don't like it, but I'm trying to learn how to mute stuff and we're trying to
Well,
work
the
on the computer.
the
I just don't know how to do it.
is it for Hey Shatika? Is that every time an email comes in?
Yep. Every
Does
time.
your email come in? Is it a web-based email or a separate email app?
It's a web-based, I guess.
My browser lets me mute individual tabs. I don't know that every browser does that.
I don't know because this one, it's an Apple computer, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I just
Yeah.
started using a browser that's new to me. It's called Brave.
Uh-huh.
I started using it because it was supposed to take up less, memory and just make my computer work less hard than the Google Chrome I was using.
That's why I'm using Google Chrome. That's what. Well, I'll tell you what, I got my new computer, I got it from Dell, and that's what I wanna start doing my stuff on. That's gonna be my work computer, as I call it.
Mm, I need a new computer, but,
I got it on sale, so when they had their big sale during, I was gonna say Dark Friday, but, it's like
I know tomorrow. And I'm sure after Christmas and in January, there will be some great
oh my
sales too.
goodness, it's gonna be good sales, yep. Hi,
Mobs is here and Roberta's here.
Roberta. Hi, Mom.
Um, yeah, but I still can't afford it. I mean, I can't afford the bills I have already. So, um, anyway, that's my story, and I'm stuck on to. So, what's on your hook?
I got a shawl on my hook. It's a I'm making it with, mandala,
I love that lion brand mandala.
warlock. Warlock?
I think I've used that colorway before.
I love it.
Yeah.
The pattern is, from Foxy Creations, and I think this is her High Mountains, what it's called. High Mountain,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. I love her, shawls.
So I started another one of my diagonal shawls using lion
Oh,
brand mandala.
oh, yeah.
So I haven't gotten very far with it, but this is how far I've gotten so far.
Oh, I love that. Oh my word, look at that. I love
And
it.
yeah, the stitch, it's I have this wonderful stitch reference book that Fiber Floozy sent me.
Yeah, yeah,
And, if ever I am, wanting for ideas, I will just leaf through that book and I'll find a stitch and I'll think, oh, I know what I could do with that.
yeah,
And then as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, I have other diagonal shawls that I haven't written up and published yet, don't I? Oh gosh, I honestly, I really have to keep better track of what I have and what I haven't published yet.
yeah.
Um, and I have a sweater that I completed last week that I've shown on a few of my live streams. It's a diagonal moss stitch thingy.
Oh,
And I also just started. Um, I was showing a set of beautiful Tunisian crochet hooks that Laurie Armstrong sent me for my birthday,
mhm,
that were complete with a cable. So I started a new Tunisian design. Actually, right now I'm doing a proof of concept or a swatch with a stitch because it's a new Tunisian stitch that I haven't used before, but I
uh-huh.
think it will work really well with my idea. And I used to not like Tunisian at all, but it sort of draws you in.
Yeah, it does. I love it. I've got 2 books, of Tunisian stitches.
Yeah, yeah. This one, I have two. I have a small book that's a Tunisian thing, and then I have this crochet answer book by Edie Ekman, whom I met once at Rhinebeck. I think I met her
Uh-huh.
twice actually at Rhinebeck. Um, but and that has a section on Tunisian. But neither one of those had the stitch I was looking for, and I knew I had seen it, so I had to go back to the videos I had watched again and again and again by TL Yarn Crafts. She is, I
Mhm.
think, the best teacher of Tunisian out there,
Yep. Yes,
as far as I know.
I have to agree with that. I think
Uh,
I know I watched her. I know I've done her stuff.
Yeah, she
Well,
does. I haven't. I'm sorry.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't. I don't think I've done any of her patterns,
Mhm,
but I have created. I've learned a lot
mhm,
just from watching her, and I've already got one Tunisian pattern that is published. Um, I don't think anyone's bought it yet, but that's okay. And then I have then I'm gonna complete this other one. So yeah, um, I just love to create. Who was that I was talking to? I had lunch today with Granny Square, Andrea. She's
mhm,
my local yarn buddy.
mhm.
Um, and she's making a lot of, even sitting there at lunch in a restaurant, she was making um, scrunchies with scrubby yarn. Uh,
Mhm.
I don't like scrubby yarn.
I had never worked with it. I've touched it and everything to me, and I just don't like the texture. I guess I just don't like it either.
I bought some once to see what I could do with it, but I didn't. I very quickly decided I didn't want to do anything with it.
I've never worked with it though.
So anyway, so I was saying that a lot of people sell stuff that they make, but I usually only make one or two of anything, and then I move on to a new design. Um,
Mhm.
and I've said before, I get bored doing other people's patterns. I get bored doing my own patterns if I've done them once or twice before.
Yeah,
So I really like the creating part, and it's like solving puzzles.
I need to get. I haven't thought about creating anything. Like I said, in the past month that I have. Guess that's how long it's been going on.
Well, I think I said in your live earlier that I started 3 new whips
Mhm.
this week, which includes the shawl I just showed you, the Tunisian project, and another one, which is going to be another sweater. Um,
Oh wow.
and then I have to finish the other sweater that I did last or finished last week. I have to put on buttons and sew in loose ends, and then I have to write it up. Um, only why. Anyway, so everybody in the chat, tell us what's going on. So what's on all of your hooks and all of that stuff? Um, oh, so are you ready for Christmas?
I guess I'm ready. I guess I'm just. It just don't seem like Christmas time. I don't know what. I just not. I don't know.
Oh, Nisi is finishing up her cards to mail out. Hmm.
Oh, see, that's something I hadn't done yet. I hadn't gotten in the mood to do those.
I haven't mailed a card in years.
I hadn't even thought about it.
I I have some gifts that need to go out. I know they're not going to arrive before Christmas.
Mhm.
I have some giveaway things that need to go out, and I know they're not going to arrive before Christmas.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got all set up to send out some of them, and I went on to Pirate Ship, which is where I do my postage, because I can just buy the postage and print up the label here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, but then I found I have no ink in the printer.
Oh, no.
It's on order, but I have to wait.
I don't know how that is. Oh, wow, yeah, I love scrap cans. That's what I call them, scrap cans. A scrap
Actually, I have one of those in as my bedroom project.
uh-huh.
Um, like if I wake up in the middle of the night and don't feel like coming in here, I'll just pick that up and work on it for a little bit. It's getting to be pretty big now.
Yeah, they do get big.
So, and it's warm too, which is, I suppose, the point, isn't it?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do a temperature blanket next year. I'm gonna keep up with it better.
I've
It's just
never
gonna be a
done.
little different. It's
I
just gonna
Yeah,
um,
I think if I were to do one of those, I would have to do it after the fact. I couldn't keep current with it. I would have to, like, find the records after the fact and then, um and
yeah.
then reconstruct it that way.
Well, I done all the way through June, and I quit in July. I was so busy, you know, I didn't get to do it.
Someone was showing me a temperature blanket she had been working on. I don't think it was you, that, it just became unmanageable in size because
Yeah, mine is.
that
Mine's
can
too big.
happen, and because I know you can do it every day
Mhm,
or every week.
mhm.
I would prefer to do it every week if I were going
Yeah,
to do it.
yeah. So that's what I plan on doing, but I'm not gonna do like a blanket. I'm gonna do like a throw. Something
Mhm.
that's half the size of what I started. Yeah, it's gonna not gonna be very big. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there are so many other things that I want to do before doing one of those.
Uh-huh. Or a mood blanket. I've heard about those, the mood ones.
I think I've heard of those too.
I don't know what kind of mood I'd be in every day.
I probably wouldn't tell the truth about what mood I'm in.
I know. I wouldn't either.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just don't
That's
worry
right.
about me.
That's what we all do. We say we're fine when we're not really fine. Mm. Yeah.
But exactly, exactly. That's how it is. But yeah, I also I think I want to make it one of my goals for next year. I have a whole bunch of hand dyed yarn hanks that I want to find uses for.
Okay. Oh, I got some. Is that the oh, never mind. I've got some. Oh, I hope I get me a ball winder for Christmas. I need to wind some yarn. Make
Actually, the winders are not that expensive.
I know
It's the Swift that costs more than the winder.
I don't know if my husband could ever I don't know if he ever found it. If he did, I don't know.
Well, do you have like an Amazon wish list?
Yeah, but it ain't on there. I told him
Um,
what it was, and he probably figured it out. I don't have very much on my wish list.
yeah, for me, it's, my wish list is I have just about everything I need. So the things that really wish for are things that aren't really appropriate gifts. A house of my own. Who's going to buy me that?
That'd be awesome.
I know.
If somebody
I
buys your house, make sure you send them my way. Hey, Crystal.
Oh, Divergent is saying we should do check-ins in the over the next few months. I think that's a very good idea because I've talked about how I
Oh,
struggled through the
yeah.
winter, January and February especially.
Well, maybe that's what's been wrong with me then. I don't know.
Mm. Well, I think that well, the past 2 years have been very strange for everybody, for one thing. And then the weather is very unusual nowadays also. So those are 2 factors that will affect your mood.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't really have any family to be around except for my sister, and, we live together, so,
Well,
there's lots of extended family nearby, but I just never see them.
the only family I have is my husband and my son here,
Mm,
'cause the rest of mine are in Tennessee.
mhm, and you said you're going to Tennessee.
The 30th, we're gonna leave on the 30th, and then we're gonna leave to come back on the 2nd.
Okay, and that's a one-day trip, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna it usually takes about 12 hours, but we're gonna try to make
That
it.
long?
Yeah, if you go through the mountains, but we're gonna go through Atlanta, and it's probably gonna take about 10 hours if you go through Atlanta.
I
Even
see.
though I don't like Atlanta's traffic, but
Well,
it's
I think if you time it right, then
yeah,
Atlanta won't be so bad.
yeah, but it's if you don't go through the mountains, it's a lot faster.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, when I went to Black Mountain, I was I'd seen the mountains before. I've driven through them. I've stayed there before, but it every time, especially since it's fall, it just is so stunning.
Yes, it is very scary, and if somebody else is driving, I'm terrified. I'm holding on for dear life because I don't like their driving through the mountains.
You have to be in control.
I know I have yeah, you're right. I've gotta be in control. You are right. And yet, Crystal, we have to make our plan. We're gonna meet up for our lunch date on that 2nd, on that Sunday.
When is that?
Me and Crystal, on my way home on the 2nd, we're gonna meet for a little lunch
Oh, okay. And where is she?
in Tennessee. Cookeville? Is it
Oh,
Cookeville?
okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Cookeville.
Hey, Tina Madden.
Hey,
Um,
Tina. Yeah,
oh, cool.
Cookeville, and I don't know, I think that's right after the mountains or right before the mountains, I can't remember. I think that's right before the mountains. Yeah. So, I'm excited.
I would be too. It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, yeah. So you have to go through oh, man. It's not that bad. I mean, when I went there before when the baby was coming, it wasn't all that bad. Before the mountains, yep, it's before the mountains.
So,
It's the tunnels I don't like going through.
I don't mind the tunnels. Sometimes it's the curves.
Yeah, there's a big curve in the tunnels, I'll tell you that. Oh man.
No, but I mean, actually, it sort of keeps me more alert. Whereas if it's like really straight and boring highway,
Mhm.
that can be dangerous for me.
Oh well, no, this ain't no straight highway. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
It don't get
yeah.
straight. It does not get straight until you hit North Carolina. Well, almost South Carolina.
When I was driving to the mountains, like 3/4 of the way on I-40 from and honestly, it was all I-40 from, Wilmington all the way up almost to Asheville. Um, 3/4 of it was really boring. Ah! Divergent, I know about that imaginary brake pedal.
Oh man, and this is gonna be my son, and he's gonna help drive. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I taught him to drive.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
Yeah, no, I I don't like it when my sister drives, even around town.
I don't oh man, it's just gonna be oh. I'm gonna be a nervous wreck, y'all. I'll be making videos
Mm.
until y'all still alive.
Well, I would tell you to have a relaxing libation, but then you might have to get behind the wheel.
Yeah. But see that when we're going up there, we're not going to go through the mountains, so we're gonna be good on going up there.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh well.
because we get to go through Chattanooga on the way up there. I
Divergent is not a good passenger.
mean it.
I'm not either, because well, I want to be in control.
Mm-hmm.
I want to control everything,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
even things I shouldn't want to control. I want to control everything.
Yeah, because
Because that's the only way you feel safe is when you can control, or when you think you can control everything, when you can lull yourself into that sense of illusion that you can control everything.
yeah,
Because, hey, Roseanne.
hi. Yeah, I don't like how he drives either. My husband.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people are like New York City taxi cab drivers. It's either full throttle or hard on the brakes. Oh, Granny D is here.
He. Oh, when we went to Washington D.C. I ain't never seen so much traffic. Which Steve drove because I wasn't gonna drive. I thought we was gonna have a wreck every time we went somewhere because it was just like that. You know what I'm saying? You know how traffic is in Washington D.C. It was
I
bad.
used to drive in New York City traffic every day.
Uh huh.
You get used to it.
So we decided to park the vehicle and then walk. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
much
sometimes
easier.
that's the best thing to do. I
Because
would
huh?
honestly, I would find cheap garages where I could park the car for like all day long for
Uh-huh.
$9, and which by New York standards is exceptional. By the
'Cause
time I left, it had risen to like 11 or 12, but still, that's even that is exceptional. But and I would just leave it there, take the subway wherever I wanted, or walk when I could.
yeah,
Hey,
because we
Ashley,
Hey, Ashley. Because we wanted to go to the oh, that big museum there.
in
The
DC.
Smithsonian. Mhm.
Oh
The
yeah,
Smithsonian. They were working on it. It's been a long time ago.
there are so many great museums there.
Oh my goodness, it's so huge. We went on the president's one. We seen all the first ladies' dresses, what they wore.
Ooh,
It was nice. It was nice. Which we went to.
I know how that is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Most of the time, I drive like someone who knows what car insurance costs. So I don't speed an awful lot, or at least I don't go faster than the traffic.
No, I don't either.
Um, but at the same time, I sometimes get impatient with other drivers.
Oh my goodness. See, my husband think I got road rage, which I probably do. He says, "You're gonna get hurt one day."
Well, just so long as you keep inside your car and keep the door locked.
Well, yeah, I've never mouthed in. Whenever they do something like cut me off or whatever, I do my little finger there. What are you gonna do?
You know what? As far as I can, I just let it all roll off my back because
Yeah.
I've got bigger things to worry about. Roseanne says her yarn stash is creeping up as to how many grandchildren she has. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ashley hasn't been to Maryland since she was a child. I I actually quite like Baltimore. I could see myself living in Baltimore.
Mm.
Except all my friends in Baltimore no longer live there. Um, I'd have to make new friends, and I'm not very good at that. But no, but I do like Baltimore as a city. I think it's gorgeous. I had a friend who was rector of a an historic church in downtown Baltimore, and he had a really beautiful rectory. And so when I went to stay with him, it was like right in the middle of everything, although on a quiet street. Um, very, very nice. But he's no longer there. My other friends in the area are no longer there. I don't think I have anyone in Baltimore anymore. Most of my friends, I had some friends in Wilmington, Delaware. I still have some who are there, but and Wilmington, Delaware is also a beautiful city. Um, but some of my other friends there have left, while some are still there. Yep. Oh well, things change.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Shooting through the windows of Minneapolis.
Oh, dear. See, I don't do that. I don't carry no gun or anything.
Hmm.
I don't shoot guns 'cause I don't like them.
Joanne, you had to sit through 8 minutes of ads. Well, I
No.
want to thank you for doing that because it does help me out. Sorry, it was 8 minutes though. Mm. Yeah, Granny D is talking about crab cakes in Baltimore.
Oh.
I used to go down to um, a suburb of Baltimore for work
Mhm.
for like a week at a time. And we would go to this one um, restaurant nearby, and they had crab cakes as big as your head, and they were so delicious.
Oh my word. Mm.
Ah. And I haven't had good crab cakes since then.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, it was. It
Wow. I
was.
ain't had a good crab cake in a while.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Now, when I was coming back from New York, I stayed in Delaware overnight, and I went to a seafood restaurant there and got crab cakes. But I didn't realize it was karaoke night that I went there, and it was absolutely the worst karaoke I had ever heard. So I made them pack it up so I could take it back to my hotel room. And, by the time I got back, it was like cold and
Yep.
not as good as it might have been.
Yep.
Hey, Katrina. I do love crab cakes, though. Crab legs also. Yum, yum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
I
you
used to, when I was in Yonkers, we lived across the street from a shopping center, and, side by side, there was a Red Lobster, Olive Garden, and like uh, Lone Star Steakhouse or one of those steakhouse franchises. All three of them owned by the same umbrella group, of course. But I would go to Red Lobster and sit at the bar and drink martinis and eat crab legs and schmooze with the people there and have a wonderful time. Um, We don't have a Red Lobster in Wilmington. We have a lot of other seafood restaurants, though. So I'm sorry that people are getting lengthy ads. I want to thank you for sticking with it when
When
you do, because it does help me when you do. I mean, all you really need to do is stay for 30 or 60 seconds, and
how'd you
then
go?
I'm sorry.
I was saying how'd you go in? Sorry.
Uh, yep. Um. Oh, hey, Mobs, you're back.
Oh,
Are you home from work now? Uh, where did we go the other day? Oh, Wednesday was my sister's birthday. We went to this. There's one of those wood-fired pizza restaurants in town, and I get one there that's called the Art Lovers Pizza. It's got artichokes and garlic and um, cheese, and I had them do additional garlic and pesto and a little bit of red sauce, but not a lot. And by golly, it was so good. By the time I was done with it, you would have been able to smell my breath all the way over there. But I didn't care because it was so good. So, what do you like to get when you go out to eat?
hi Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
It depends on where we're going.
What's your favorite place to go?
Red Lobster.
Oh, yeah.
I love the shrimp scampi.
I love to make that at home, and it's really simple.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the shrimp scampi, of course, the crab legs, and the lobster tail.
I have been seeing, I watch a lot of cooking videos. So, of course, YouTube keeps suggesting all of these other cooking channels that are new to me.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot lately that are about like Louisiana style seafood boils.
Oh yeah.
And
Those
they,
oh,
oh, my mouth is
they
watering right now thinking about it.
they are delicious. We do it all the time here. We have one of those. It's like a pressure cooker.
Hmm.
You put it all in there, and you just turn that little sucker on. And I forgot how many minutes or whatever it takes. There you go. You got it. You got all your little. Everything's done, ready, and let's go eat. Oh, he's so good.
Actually, the Barefoot Contessa did a seafood boil in one of her episodes that looked just delicious. And then,
Oh,
hey, Proverbs.
hi, Jeannie. Oh, it was. Oh gosh. Mm, I'm getting hungry.
I know. I know. Ashley lives near the garlic capital of California. I used to go to a garlic festival in New York that was a lot of fun.
Oh wow. I like garlic.
So I need to find another regional garlic festival because they're all over the country. Garlic is one of those things like grapes and olives that can grow anywhere.
Uh-huh.
Um, so they have, there are all sorts of regional food festivals. And I think that they're opening up again. I mean, a lot of them have been canceled over the past couple of years. But no, we used to love to go to the garlic festival.
Mhm.
Um, of course, the New York Sheep and Wool Festival at Rhinebeck was amazing. Oh.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah. And I have a scar on my cheekbone here that you probably never seen, but from a strawberry festival we went to when I was a very very young boy, and I read because I've always loved strawberries too. Um, but at that particular event, I ran headlong into a barbed wire fence, and that's how I got this scar.
Oh,
I was lucky that it was my
yeah.
cheekbone,
Yeah.
um, but strawberries, I think, are some of the best things ever.
Yeah. Hi, Jackie. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, this is making us hungry, isn't it?
Yeah, because 'cause I'm thinking about, oh, what kind of, just I don't know, just thinking all kinds of food now is going through my head. Oh,
What I'll do for dinner? Do you know I bought some chicken that I might make. I also got some chicken thighs that I'm gonna make some stock out of. I'll do all of that tomorrow, though.
oh, strawberry shortcake. Oh.
Mm,
Mm.
yum, yum, yum.
Oh, wow.
So this wood fire pizza place, it's on the other side of town. It takes 20 minutes to get there. Um, and there's another pizza place on this side of town that's pretty good, but I haven't been there in a while. But I used to like to sit at the bar there and get pizza by the slice and drink. Well, just drink because that's who I am. Um, garlic. Ooh, raw garlic. I like garlic.
Oh, I do too. I like garlic.
Jackie is going to do some baking this weekend. I'll make sure you find my address in my profile.
Yeah, we're gonna, for our Christmas, we're having cherry pie and apple caramel pie.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't really planned Christmas dinner yet. We've talked about various things. Now, my sister had picked up this really, really good turkey breast for Thanksgiving that turned out very, very well. It was juicy, it was tender, it was tasty. I
Mhm.
would not mind having that again. But we also talked about having like a beef roast or I don't know. I don't know.
You
We
can have
should do
whatever, yeah, you can have whatever you want.
exactly. Exactly. We might have, you know, a bowl of cereal or something.
We're having ham
Hmm. I always associate ham with Easter. I don't know why.
because we have ham for Easter too. We do, have ham, potato salad, baked beans, and something else. I can't remember what the other thing was.
I used to make my grandmother's, not my grandmother's, my mother's, maybe it was my grandmother's, stuffing with stale cornbread.
Mhm.
And, when I say cornbread, I mean cornbread. I don't mean corn muffin that's cooked in a sheet pan.
Yeah,
I mean cornbread.
yeah.
Um, you know the difference, I'm sure. A
No,
lot of people don't.
well, the cornbread that I grew up eating, and how we cook it is in iron skillet in the oven. That's how we cook it.
Mhm. And either in the oven or on the stove top,
Yep, either or, yeah.
in the cast iron skillet,
Yep.
if it's in the oven, it can be thicker,
Mhm.
but if it's on the stovetop, it'll be in these, like, cakes that are like big pancakes.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that's the cornbread that I grew up knowing, and I
Mhm.
have not been able to reproduce it.
Oh, really? It's not that it's just, I don't know what a lot of people put I don't know, I have to come up with the recipe for you because I don't ever measure. That's the thing, I don't measure when I make it, I don't measure. I just know how much to put in it and how much, to fill up my cast iron skillet. I just know. I don't know how to tell you.
I don't think that I get the ratio of flour to cornmeal right.
I don't put flour in mine.
Really?
Right.
None at all.
No.
Um, Divergent is asking if I preheat the skillet in the oven. Sometimes I do, especially if I'm going to cook something in the oven. You
Yeah.
would preheat it in there. You would get the oil nice and hot,
Oh, yeah.
and then you would put the batter in there, and it would be like a thick cake
Yep.
with all of this delicious crust around the sides,
Mhm.
and it would be dense. And I think that that's what confuses people because they want it to have the same texture as a corn muffin. A corn muffin is a corn muffin. A corn muffin is not cornbread.
A corn muffin's in a muffin pan, right? Because
Well, yeah, but
right?
a lot of times what you see
It's
people calling cornbread is basically corn muffin batter in a baking pan.
I don't put sugar in it because a lot of people put sugar
Oh, no,
corn
no, no, no,
in
no,
their
no
cornbread. Well, I
sugar.
never heard of it until I moved down here. Because back where I'm from, we don't put sugar in our cornbread, and if you buy it pre-mixed and I forgot what that other thing was, and it's got sugar in it.
Yeah.
You just can't.
Now, if I have heard it said that to make like cornbread stuffing, you could use the Jiffy mix,
Yeah.
make whatever you want to make, and then let it go stale or dry it out, and then use it that way for the stuffing. But otherwise,
I just rather have my regular cornbread.
it's a corn muffin in a cake pan.
Yes, that's why mm-mm. I don't like the sweetness. My husband, but you barely can taste it, so I said I can taste it.
Yeah.
It's there.
Margaret loves her cast iron
Oh, yeah,
ware.
yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
do too. We cooking it all the time. Yeah,
Granny agrees that Jiffy Mix is sweet.
yeah,
Yes. It's got sugar in it.
yeah,
It's
that's why
probably got high fructose corn syrup in it.
but my husband, he was gonna make it homemade, the cornbread, and he was fixing to put sugar in it, and I called him. I said, "No, we don't put sugar in cornbread.
No, no, no.
No, we don't do that."
No.
But
Now I've seen the closest in the cooking videos that I've seen, the closest I have seen is what they call hot water cornbread, where they would do their mixture of the cornmeal, the flour in whatever ratio that they like, a little bit of salt, and then they would pour in boiling water to partially cook the cornmeal, and then they would cook it in a skillet.
hmm,
And I think that sounds I would like to give that a try, actually.
I would like to see how that's done. Really, yeah, I'd love to see
Yeah.
how that's done.
Well, on YouTube, all you have to do is search for hot water
I
cornmeal.
have to do, yeah, I have to because I've never seen it done.
Yeah. And that's the closest to what I grew up watching my mother do, although she
Oh,
didn't use the hot water.
uh-huh.
Um, Now, Granny D mentioned buttermilk, and my mother might have used that. I don't remember exactly.
Put buttermilk in your cornbread. A lot I think mama did when she was growing up, but when she cooked it for us, she just used regular milk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, which they grew up, my mom and daddy grew up eating cornbread in the buttermilk. I just can't like
Yeah,
buttermilk.
that no. I
Yeah,
mean,
they do though.
buttermilk is an ingredient. It's like anchovies. It's an ingredient. It's
Yeah,
not an end. I
they
mean,
did. They can do it now. They can put that cornbread in there and eat it. Oh,
no, 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 no. I mean, there are times when drinking buttermilk will probably,
oh yeah,
ease an
it's
upset
really
stomach or something
dry.
like that, but I'm not into it at all. I
No,
never liked the taste.
ugh,
But
ew.
and I think you can simulate buttermilk with a little bit of acid in regular milk. Is that true? Like lemon juice or vinegar or something? I don't know.
I have no idea because I don't know much about buttermilk.
I usually don't have it in the house.
No, I mean Steve cooks with it. That's okay. I mean we don't eat it, drink it. He just cooks with it.
Um, Exactly, that's what I say. It's
Yeah,
an ingredient. It's not an end.
like if he
It's
wants,
not something you want to eat
like if
or
he
drink.
wants fried chicken or fried pork chop, he'll batter and then he uses the buttermilk to help batter.
Ashley just got an order from Michael's.
Ooh,
Oh,
oh,
wow, that sounds. What was in it, Ashley? Tell us all. Divergent agrees about the buttermilk, but she thinks it's great for soaking chicken before you
yes,
batter it to fry.
yes, yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, and pork chops too, because we've tried pork chops with it and it does real good.
Honestly, I've never used it for frying chicken. Now, I
Mhm.
have brined chicken for up to 24 hours
Yeah, yeah.
before frying it and then just dip it like in. I don't even like doing the flour, egg, breadcrumb thing because I think it comes up with a little bit too much of a coating. I I like just the plain flour alone
Mhm.
when you fry, because it's a much lighter coating. I
Yeah.
mean, there are places where I go for, like, fish and chips. There's supposedly an Irish pub near here, and I have to ask them to make the coating lighter because I don't like a heavy coating on anything that's fried.
Mhm. Yeah, I like, yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, yeah.
They talk about a lot of the cooking channels are saying, I think it was in the 80s, maybe the 90s, they were all saying, "Oh, no, you don't wanna salt your meat before because it just draws the moisture out." But now they're back to saying you want to season your meat up to 24 hours before because that gives it time. The moisture will come out, but then it will also go back in, and it will go back in with the flavor from the seasoning that you've got there.
Mhm.
Um, so it's yeah. I mean, that's the same thing as doing a wet brine in a big old bucket of salt water, which just to me seems sloppy and risky.
Well, my husband, he done that for the turkey,
Uh
our turkey.
huh.
He put it in a big old bag and brined it. Oh, man, he kept it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Boy, he had a hard time messing with it. Well, it was a 20-something pound turkey.
How many people were you expecting to feed?
Me and my husband and my son. It was
Why get such a big turkey
It was
then?
he said it was on sale, so he decided to get that instead of using the turkey breast that he already had.
Well, it's not a deal if it's gonna go to waste.
Oh, no, it didn't go to waste. Don't say that. No.
Well, yeah, but, I'm sure you
Yeah,
froze a lot, you probably gave away a lot too.
uh, well, I let my little dog have some.
Uh-oh. Ah.
My son now, he just ate the turkey, the whole
Oops,
thing.
what have I done?
I don't know,
Okay, there we go.
but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put in the URL for Granny D because we're all going over there at 5 o'clock. Um, let's see. Okay, I put in the right shortcut. Yay! Oh, Ashley, I love leftovers. That's sometimes that's the best part of Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Right right after, we ate, I went to sleep. I wonder if the turkey made me go to sleep.
Oh, wow. Janet is working on a moss stitch
Oh,
blanket with a pattern that she got from me. Is that a straightforward one or a diagonal one? Because I've been doing an awful lot of diagonal things lately. Turkey salad sandwiches. Do you know, if
cool.
if you watch, um, there's a great cooking channel called Food Wishes, and he has some really creative ideas for, like, turkey leftovers.
Hmm.
Hey, Michelle's Mosaics. So, only one. So in a couple of minutes, I'm gonna let everybody go. We're gonna go over and see Granny D. Tell her it's a bearded yarn raid or whatever you want to call it, and I'll be there too, and we'll have a good time over there. But we have a couple more minutes here. So anybody, any last words from people? I cannot believe how late it is in December already.
I know.
It's what is it? The 17th already.
Mhm.
I think next let's see, 18 plus 7. Next Friday night is Christmas Eve.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Hey
Hey,
Julie, I'm so glad
Julie.
to see you. I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Roseanne, thank you about the sweater. I just this week I put the pattern up on Ravelry. I know I promised people copies of the pattern, but I don't remember who it was. I'm very bad about that. Anyway, let's all go and see Granny D right now. And Margaret wishes us all a happy weekend. And I'm going to say, have yourself a merry little Christmas. Whatever the next words are now. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so thank you everybody who has been here and watching and all the thumbs up and everything else. And thank you, Leanne, for joining me for this hour.
Mhm.
It's been great fun.
Yep.
And I'm going to click end now, and we're all going to go over to see Granny D.
Okie dokie.
Bye bye. Like,
Bye.
subscribe, comment, chat, all or comment, share, all the standard YouTube crap, and keep coming back. Bye bye now.